This is a KOCO 5 First Alert Weather Severe Weather Update.
Still tracking thunderstorms moving across central Oklahoma, and now beginning to see that winter weather, that ice, sleet, and freezing rain now begin to fall out across northwestern Oklahoma. So far, though, have not had a whole lot of severe thunderstorm warnings at all in the state. As a matter of fact, we haven't had any at all this evening, but we've had some wonderful rainfall that's moving from the south up to north. It's been heavy at times. You see this batch right here from Goldsby lifting up towards Norman, headed towards Moore, getting some lightning strikes out of that. Big batch of rain right now lifting up in towards eastern parts of Payne County, out across northern Oklahoma. Some thunder right now from Ponca City down towards Marlin. And then as we go just west, it's been pretty nice out across Garfield County throughout the evening where the rain's been coming down. But as we switch it into our winter radar mode, this is all begin to turn into sleet and then snow out across the northwest. Let's check in with Shane Helton, currently in Taloga. Shane, give us an update. Are you seeing snow? Are you seeing sleet right now? What are you seeing?
You know, Damon, I'm just still seeing rain, which is great. So far, no sleet, no snow. I'm just right here on the south side of Taloga. We're still heading north. We believe that we're going to start seeing it here pretty quick, though. We think we're, the sleet or snow, either one. But right now, it is still just a wonderful rain, and that's what we need right now. Damon, back to you.
Yeah, a wonderful rain it is, and we have had quite a bit. There have been some Doppler radar estimates out across western Oklahoma, out near Elk City. About 1 to 1.5 inches of rain has already fallen. That is more rain than you've seen in the last 125 days. So we're watching the winter weather, and the winter weather is primarily going to stay out across northern and northwestern Oklahoma this morning. It will make a run as far south as about I-40 and just a little bit south of that, but so far it's still good old-fashioned rain from Eakly to Binger to Gracemont. Let's check in with Chris Lee right now, who is going to be near Chickasha. Chris Lee, how are things across Grady County?
Yeah, Grady County, no snow in Grady County. I'll guarantee you that. It is raining. You probably, if you're in Grady County, probably seen the lightning, heard the thunder. That's kind of, these storms are a little noisy coming through. But we've been looking at some of the stronger ones, punching the cores and getting in where the heavy rain and precipitation is. Have not seen any hail, and the winds have been fairly non-severe. So we're, like you said, it's good news getting some rain that we've really needed in this area. This is Chickasha lights coming up ahead of us, and we're going to be going through here kind of checking things out. Looks like more rain coming into Chickasha. They've had some earlier, getting some more, and some lightning and thunder. So if you've gone to bed, hopefully it won't wake you back up, but if it does, right now nothing severe coming into Chickasha. Things looking pretty good here. Damon?
Well, good to see the rain coming down across Grady County. Drive safe there, Chris. Let's go back over to the radar. The strongest storm that we have in the state right now will be this batch that you see from Rush Springs to Ninnekah down towards Duncan. It is moving to the east, and so we're still finding at least a warm sector and just enough ingredients to at least keep this storm rotating a bit as it makes its way towards I-35 from Wayne to Pauls Valley down to Wynnewood, Sulphur, and Davis. Not that that would pose a big tornado threat. The tornado risk is quite low, but we do need to watch this one. Nick Smith is on it right now. Let's check in with Nick. Nick, give us an update on what you're seeing.
Yeah, Damon, we are just coming up to Bray down here on State Highway 29, and we are trying to find that warm air. We just actually got out of the 30s. We're in the 40s now, Damon. We're at 40 degrees, so still a lot of wind, a lot of rain, which is just a beautiful thing. I was actually just checking my weather station at the house, and that actually in the North Norman, South Moore area, I've already had 0.15 inches of rain. So, I mean, it's starting to add up on the south side, and it's definitely adding up down here in southern Oklahoma. Back to you.
Yeah, it really is, and that goes to show you just how dry it has been. When we pick up 0.15 inches of rain and we get excited, usually another time of the year we just kind of scoff at that, but not this go around. Let's check in with Storm Command. Storm Command's going to be near Ninnekah. Michael, really watching this batch of storms that you're currently on, both you and Nick. If it keeps moving to the east, it might be able to increase in intensity a bit. Michael, what are you seeing right now?
Well, yeah, we have seen a lot more lightning, Damon, with this cluster of storms in between Ninnekah as we're headed down toward Lindsay here on Highway 19. We are going to make our way over toward Pauls Valley with this cluster of storms. As long as there's any severe weather threat, we're going to track it, and that's why we're out here. That's why Nick's down here and I'm down here. Of course, we got to transition to more of winter weather coverage too. So this is it's a very powerful storm. The whole storm system, if you think of it that way, has a lot of components to it. Thankfully, we really haven't seen the severe weather threat really materialize overnight. I think a big part of that is the fact that it is happening, at 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Not that we can't. I mean, we have seen severe weather certainly in the past during this time of night, but we haven't seen that evolve with this one. But nonetheless, some really powerful cloud-to-ground lightning strikes here right now across Grady County, moving over into Garvin and McLean County. As you make your way up toward Purcell and Norman, you guys still may wake up to some thunder there as well. Back to you.
Yeah, absolutely. These storms will probably be a bit noisy, a lot of lightning when you see it on the radar. So let's go back over to the radar right now, and we'll show you what we're talking about. It's this batch that's lifting up to the northeast. By the way, just in the last few minutes, the National Weather Service just came out and said they will extend the winter weather advisory into both Lincoln and Oklahoma County for tomorrow morning. Don't expect that we're going to see a tremendous amount of winter impacts here, but that we will be right on the edge. So mainly going into northern Oklahoma County and going into Lincoln County. Now a winter weather advisory is in place. We'll watch at least for a narrow band of snow, a little bit of sleet try to come in here right around 8 and 9 a.m. So we'll keep a close eye on that. But as of right now, it's all rain for the metro and south. But we're going to watch this cold air begin to move down to the south over the next 3, 4, 5 hours. Keep it with KOCO 5 News. We'll bring you the first alert.